King Charles III and Queen Camilla's famous yet complex relationship has been a central part of royal life for over 5 decades. Their long-time love affair, which began in the summer of 1970, has weathered public ridicule, personal challenges, and eventually, after much time and tragedy, led to their fairy tale marriage in 2005, 35 years after they first met. There's no doubt that the couple needed a place of refuge to escape a life under the microscope of public opinion. Through it all, Clarence House has been the backdrop for many of their most significant moments as a royal couple. In 2003, King Charles and Queen Camilla moved into the home, along with Prince Harry, who had a room there until 2012. In his memoir Spare, Prince Harry described how Queen Camilla transformed his old bedroom into a dressing room when he moved out, a change that stirred mixed feelings for him. One can easily see why the room update may have been a point of contention, given the background between these members of the royal family. But throughout their time at the home, many aspects of the building underwent extensive refurbishment and redecoration, especially in preparation for their arrival. The colour schemes in most rooms were tweaked or changed completely, along with new fabrics and textiles. The couple also chose new furnishing and artworks from the King's own collection. He gave designer Robert Kine 2 directives: preserve the essence of the Queen Mother and use as many vintage fabrics as possible. He made sure his grandmother was remembered in other ways as well. Between 2002 and 2005, he planted a garden in the Queen Mother's honour, which he overlooked while in his office. King Charles and Queen Camilla are definitely influenced by the maximalist style, leaving the space to be open for interpretation to anyone who enters. While walking through the home, one will notice it's filled with artworks and historic objects from across the globe. Queen Camilla's sitting room upstairs is filled with books, knittings, paintings still not hung, and lots of furniture. At night, the two often read side by side, surrounded by mementos and pictures of loved ones past and present. While the palaces are for tourists and opulence, Clarence House looks like a true home. Among the changes King Charles and Queen Camilla have added to the property, one of the most notable are the updates to the dining room, featuring an eye-catching bronze coving. The house's connection to nature is also a key feature, as many of the rooms overlook lush gardens, which Queen Camilla even referred to as an extra room of the house. Despite their numerous residences, Clarence House remains their home base, with many personal touches that reflect their lives and tastes. While the Clarence House is most recently the stunning London residence of King Charles III and Queen Camilla, this historic property has housed some of the most influential figures in British royal history. Built between 1825 and 1827, the Clarence House was designed by renowned architect John Nash. Situated next to St James's Palace, it was originally commissioned as the home of Prince William Henry, Duke of Clarence, who later became King William IV. While its luxurious design reflects royal grandeur, it's far more understated than Nash's work on Buckingham Palace. The 3-story stuccoed mansion provide an intimate yet stately home for the Duke and set the stage for its future residence. Over the years, Clarence House has been home to many royal figures. When King William IV ascended to the throne, he chose to remain in the house until his death in 1837. His sister, Princess Augusta, moved in shortly after, residing here until her death in 1840. The house continued to play host to royalty when Queen Victoria's mother, the Duchess of Kent, settled in and made Clarence House a residence for over 2 decades. Now, one of the most significant residents of the 19th century was Alfred, Duke of Edinburgh, Queen Victoria's second son. Alfred brought renovations to the property, including the addition of a Russian Orthodox chapel for his wife, Grand Duchess Maria Alexandrovna. Though this feature was dismantled after her passing, it stands as a testament to the house's adaptability over the years. In 1901, Arthur, Duke of Connaught, Queen Victoria's third son, and his wife Louise, Duchess of Connaught, also made Clarence House their home. They too ordered redecorations, reflecting the ever-changing style and needs of its royal inhabitants. Clarence House was not untouched by the events of World War II. After the death of the Duke of Connaught in 1942, the house was temporarily repurposed as the headquarters for the war organisation of the British Red Cross and the Order of St John of Jerusalem. The period marked a significant transition for the property, as it moved from being a royal home to a space dedicated to supporting war efforts. The building suffered some damage during the Blitz, and after the war, it was given back to the royal family. In 1947, Clarence House became the home of a newlywed Princess Elizabeth and her husband, Prince Philip. Upon moving in, the couple modernised the house with updated heating, electrical and water systems, although their renovations were modest due to post-war rationing. Princess Elizabeth and Prince Philip lived in the house for only 5 years until her accession to the throne in 1952, after which they moved to Buckingham Palace. At that point, Clarence House became home to the Queen Mother and Princess Margaret. The Queen Mother, a long-time resident of the home, added her own personal touches, many of which are still visible today, including her collection of Chelsea porcelain and treasured paintings, particularly in the morning room, which is a frequently used space in the house. It's a traditionally decorated room with an ornate fireplace, a number of antiques, and beautiful artworks. The room also has intricately patterned carpet and lavish furnishings. Plenty of light from various desk lamps show the numerous hand-painted crockery and other trinkets. It's probably the most seen part of the home. While the Queen Mother was alive, the house became known as a glorious gin palace and was famous for its dinners, picnics and cocktail-heavy receptions that were attended by her favourite grandchild, Prince Charles. She filled the home with parties and guests that would encourage everyone to loosen up. The Queen Mother also enjoyed racing and installed a rather primitive loudspeaker that generally only existed in betting shops to relay minute-to-minute news from racetracks around the country. Her staff was extremely loyal and loved the grand, quirky and friendly atmosphere that King Charles's beloved grandmother provided. Now, throughout her engagement with Charles, the future Princess Diana resided in the Clarence House at just 19 years old, but moved to apartments in Kensington Palace shortly after their wedding. It is said that Diana was not what we deemed to be in love with Clarence House and was ready for a new residence after she and Charles were married. In 2003, however, Clarence House became the official residence of King Charles III, then the Prince of Wales, and Camilla, who was titled Queen Consort in 2022 and then in 2023 named Queen after being crowned alongside King Charles. While Clarence House serves as a private residence for King Charles and Queen Camilla, the public can get a glimpse of its rich history. Every August, guided tours of the ground floor rooms are offered to visitors, showcasing the house's grandeur and personal touches from its royal residence. Clarence House is a living piece of British history, representing centuries of royal life. From its early days as the residence of King William IV to its current status as the home of King Charles III and Queen Camilla, this iconic house continues to stand as a symbol of the British monarchy's enduring legacy. But the Clarence House also remains very much a home and very different from a palace. And while it is a private home and place of refuge for a couple nearing their twilight years, it's well on its way to its place as an emblem of British royal history. It's one of the last great London houses to be maintained in the purpose for which it was built, and will continue to watch over the years as more memories and royal couples reside within its walls. So, what are your thoughts about King Charles III and Queen Camilla's residence at the Clarence House? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. And until then, we'll see you on our next home tour.